I'm only going to call out two things on here. We're going to send this deck out later, so if anybody wants to read through it again. But some of these terms may have been used quite a bit recently, or you all may have heard of. What do they mean? We have tons of abbreviations in this company. But what is a cap? That's just basically a renewal. The cap is more or less a complex acquisition process or award process where maybe our supplier mix is changing. There's new products to evaluate, that type of thing. And then a SAP is really just a simplified contracting process, which is basically a renewal. And we go on to the next one. So now that we know a little bit more about sourcing and what that contractor's process looks like, why are we involved? Why are we trying to help? Why are these OKRs what they are? Well, if you think about it from an annual perspective and where we're starting and looking at the overall objective of sourcing and contracting, well, we can help with technology solutions, process improvements, that type of thing. Again, just to refresh everybody, the first one there is improving the way suppliers interact with us. And you can consider that AKA the supplier portal. And why is that important? Well, as you saw, there's so many touch points with suppliers throughout the contracting process and just really in general. We should really make that sort of handoff and exchange of information and action as seamless and as easy as possible. Not just to make it easy on the suppliers, but by making it easy on them, it really does benefit us internally of how we operationalize, as well as ultimately our members in terms of data quality, information to them. And then secondly, as you're going to see on some of these follow-up slides, there are so many steps and processes and activities involved throughout that contracting wheel. How can we streamline some of that and stitch these things together to make them...
Color Checker Passport Photo 2 now includes a gray card, making it an even more indispensable tool to help you capture perfect color and exposure. We've also extended our camera calibration software for ICC compatibility with Capture One, in addition to our long-standing DNG compatibility with Lightroom and Photoshop. Not to mention that third-party software solutions like Hasselblad Focus, Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve, and 3D LUT Creator all support Passport Photo 2 as well. The addition of the 18% gray balance target gets you to proper exposures quicker. You can spot meter, whether in camera or using a handheld meter. Filmmakers use it as well to align the 18% gray with your camera's recommended IRE value for log exposures. The white balance target is created to exacting standards to be perfectly spectrally neutral. Use it to set in-camera white balance, whether capturing stills or video. Or use it in post to quickly and easily achieve a neutral white balance, eliminating the need to neutralize each image and enabling you to instantly correct for challenging lighting conditions. Be exact. Don't trust painted backgrounds or set papers that can all have a cool or warm tone to them. The classic target has been the industry standard for decades, and the colors have not changed. Its tones have been chosen so that you can see how color corrections will affect the rest of your colors before you apply them. You have pure RGB, CMYK, and colors of nature such as sky blue, skin tones, and leaf green. Combined with the latest version of camera calibration software, Color Checker Passport Photo 2 gives you consistent and exact results from image to image and capture to capture. The creative enhancement target is truly unique. The middle two rows are warming and cooling patches. They enable you to creatively refine the color of your image by adding warmth to skin tones or boosting the colors of nature with a single click. The row of clipping patches across the bottom are for evaluating highlights and shadows. They are in 1/3 f-stop increments, except the last black patch, which is only 1/10 of a stop different from its neighbor. At the top, you will find 8 HSL spectrum patches to ensure color fidelity across all hues, so you can evaluate and edit for any color shifts. Now getting proper exposures, repeatable and exact color in a simple, rugged, collapsible target has gotten even easier.
Our first objective, our first annual objective, and what we're trying to accomplish is to improve how our suppliers are interacting with us. And where we want to focus on those interactions is 3 key information assets. That's where we want to focus and target our improvements, right? So in order for us to do that, we have to gather the intelligence John mentioned. We have to conduct stakeholder interviews to understand what's important with the various council members. We have to understand what's important to JD and Alan and to Joey, so we can collectively understand what we need to spend our time and energy on and work towards improving. So you'll see below that at the very top we've got the 3 key information assets, and then we're going to formulate a strategy around the solutions to improve the interactions on those 3 key information assets. So in order to do that, we've got some targets listed at the top, where we're trying to make sure that our target audience for suppliers, that they are engaging in the process in which we have put in place to collect those 3 key information assets. We also have, our master data frequency, the frequency in which master data has been updated. We want to make sure that number is up so that we have correct and accurate information at any given point in time. And then we want to also focus on supplier data acquisitions and getting that number to a very low turnaround time. So when we ask our suppliers for data, they're able to provide that information quickly back to us. You'll notice on the right side of the slide that we have supplier satisfaction is